Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm bringing you kind of a makeup tutorial, kind of a makeup experiment. I recently watched two videos from two YouTubers named Sarah Chung and Jin's Makeup, and they did a look called the Boy Beat, which apparently is something that Beyonce's makeup artist likes to do to enhance certain bad features in the makeup community. But you know, the results actually turn out really nice looking, and it gives a very androgynous and still beautiful look. I don't know if you probably can't really tell what I'm talking about, so I'll link those two people's videos down below or in the cards somewhere. But yeah, it confuses your sexuality. So they'll keep everything very matte, and they'll enhance under eye bags and enhance the redness on your cheeks like rosacea, and of course there'll be some contouring to make this round doughy face look a little more masculine. So I'm gonna do my own take on it today. Let's get started. So I'm gonna start with the Ordinary's Serum Foundation. So you don't want your skin to look like glam beauty guru perfect. You kind of just want it, I don't know, you don't want your guys to look too flowery, unless you're into K-pop stars, I guess. And I'm not using any primer because, again, the goal of this look is to confuse you and make you think I might be a boy. So I'll use my fingers to kind of spread it out, but then I'll probably use my beauty blender to bounce the rest into my skin. Recently my skin's been really dry and angry, so this look is actually a lot lighter. I use less products than I normally would. It's probably better for my skin to wear less makeup at this time. So bounce it in, as you can see. Oh, and then Sarah says not to cover up your under eye circles too much, which I forgot, but don't do that. Don't be like me. I always really liked the tired, just cried look, even before I got into makeup. So you bounce that shiz into your skin, and then I'll use some setting powder just to keep it matte. So you can see I have some blemishes still, but the goal of this look is not to cover it up. And I'm using the Airspun loose face powder to just try and mattify my skin. Powder. Oh, looks really nice and matte. This powder is really good at mattifying your skin, holy cow. No primer, just foundation and powder. And then we are going to do the eyes next. So I do like to use primer still because my eyelids are really dry, and if I just put powder on, it's probably gonna accentuate the flakiness. So I'm using the Wet n Wild Photofocus eyeshadow primer, which is in my project pan. If you haven't seen that video, please have a watch. I'll link it in the cards. I'll apply it to both eyeballs. Like so. So primer is on, and you want to keep everything very matte again. More like contouring for your eyes. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Troublemaker palette, which is this guy. There's a lot of nice matte brown shades in here. And in Sarah's video, she says she uses the matte brown to add discoloration to the eyes. But really it adds some depth, which is pretty nice looking. So I will be using my favorite eyeshadow brush from Sephora, the blending shadow brush. And I will be dipping into Bailout, which is this light matte, almost my skin color shade, just to lay it all over the eyeball. Maybe I'll zoom you in. So lay it all over. Like this. So you can't really tell that there's anything on, but kind of warms it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna use a smaller eyeshadow brush. This is the Sephora Precision Shadow Brush. Smaller, almost the same shape, a little less fluffy. And I'm gonna dip into 7 and 7 and as well as Knockout, and I might mix the two here together. They're like matte browny yellow colors. And I'm just gonna kind of deepen the eyelid. You'll see what I'm gonna do. Make sure there's no shimmery stuff left on your brush, or the effect is probably not gonna be what you're going for. Okay, and then we'll use Knockout just to darken the lash line a little bit. And then we have to do under eye dark circles. So I'll be using 7 and 7 and probably lightening it with Bailout, just to not make it look too ghoulish. I've been developing this line under my eye I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it looks terrible. I think it's because I put some lactic acid too close to the skin there, but I really hope it recovers or I'm gonna be very sad. Ooh my. I look positively ghoulish. There we go. So I will tightline my eyes with the Essence Gel Eyeliner. I'm using gel because I feel like I'm really bad at tightlining with liquid eyeliner, just because I don't have as much control. I'll be using an angled eyeliner brush like this and dipping into the pot and tightlining. No wings today, even though I love doing wings. I somehow went a little bit higher than I would like, so I'll probably blend that out with a blending brush. Let's just do the other eye. Okay, that one's not that bad. Yeah, you don't want anything too standoutish. You just kind of want to look like a sexy guy. Let's blend this out. This is a Sonia Kashuk flat blendy style brush. I don't know the actual name, but that's what I'll be using. Good. And I know in Sarah's video, she doesn't use any mascara. I don't remember if Jin does, so I'm gonna use a little bit just because I think I need it. So I'm gonna use Voluminous / Paradise's mascara, L'Oreal. God, I can't talk. And just one layer. Don't go too heavy. That's it. You can't have more than that. And nothing on the bottom. I just put it on the top. Okay. And I have to do the brows, but I have bangs. So I'm gonna try and do my best, but you probably won't be able to see them most of the time anyway. My brows are naturally pretty bushy, and you do want your brows to look like more on the bushy side like a dude's would. So I will use an angled eyeliner brush, and I'll probably dip into this blackish powder called Lash right here, and I'm gonna go very light, like very, very light. Oh, and then I have the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. Forgive the tube, it's a little nasty looking. But you want to brush the hair so that they're all wild. You don't want them all even. You want them like everywhere. So we'll do the color first, and then we'll do the gel. Darken, darken, darken. I do have a lot of like stray hairs underneath my like natural brow, so that really kind of helps with looking bushy and manly. I'm definitely not an expert in doing my brows. I'm just doing my best, learning. Again, this is not quite a tutorial, it's more of an experiment. But thanks for sticking around to watch me either epic fail or do an okay job. If you can hear the drilling and cutting noises, that's because we have reno guys over, so I'm sorry if that bothers you. And then they don't have to be completely even, from what I remember Sarah saying. So we'll use the brow gel, and now we'll just brush my hairs kind of like straight up and messy. And I don't think you want too much of an arch in your brow, because that's like a pretty feminine feature. So I'm making it messy and like more straight if I can. I don't really do my brows normally because of my bangs, but today I will. I did cut my bangs a little shorter recently, so you can kind of see them peek through. So that's good. Okay, now I'm gonna contour. Oh, I look like a dude already. This is cool. Okay, I'm gonna be using the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. This is the powder version. They recently released the cream version, which we'll be using this guy. And I will be using a paddle brush, and we're just gonna chisel out a jawline. So you don't want your jaw to look too round, and you don't want it in a perfect V either, in my opinion. This isn't what Sarah told me, but if you look at a man's jaw, it's normally like, eh, and then it's not like just a straight V. So we will go like straight and then across the chin. And I will be using the darkest matte shade, but I'll be using a light hand, just so that we can kind of gauge out what is a perfect amount of contour. I know it looks heavy, but trust me on this, gals. Oh, it's really heavy. I gotta use an even bigger paddle brush to really even out that contour. I don't want to look like I got a poo streak on my face. I think it just looks dark on camera because when I look in my mirror, it's not that dark. I'll do the same on this side. I'm trying to have a lighter hand. Okay. Oh. I'm always terrified that these brushes are gonna snap because look how skinny the neck is and the actual brush itself is like really heavy. So I don't want it to snap. And then I think I'm gonna be using a slightly lighter contour shade. I'll just pick one of these two, I don't know, just to like kind of give it a gradient. It does look kind of streaky right now. And I'll be using my big paddle brush to evenly distribute the product. And then I'll just kind of bronze up the rest of my face, like my cheeks. See, we're going for handsome Squidward here. Handsome Squidward. And then we ain't gonna snatch the nose too much, but my nose is like not super masculine, so I just want to give it a little more structure. So I'll be dipping into a lighter contour shade of the same palette and just, I know it looks scary because there's like a brown streak on your nose, but you just want it to like look less round. And then I'll just use my fingers to blend it out. Oh, and this is like another paddle style brush from Spare. It's not really a paddle brush, it's really skinny, this one, but it came in the set. So you can see it already looks a little less feminine. We do want blush, but we don't want it to look like fairy princess. You just want to like you've been out in the sun, like sunburned rosacea looking. So I'll be using a more deeper color, a more deeper muted color, less of a pinky color. This is Paaarty from Tarte. It's really muted and it's not super pink. So I'll be using a stippling brush by Sonia Kashuk and just laying that all over my cheeks. And you can actually put it over the bridge of your nose too, like you've been sunburned, because that's hot. Use my finger to put it over my nose. Good. And then in Sarah's video, she says you can make fake freckles. So I'll be using the Holika Jewel Light Under Eye Maker, the brown side, to make a few little freckles. And then I might use like a brown eyeshadow of some sort just to have different colored freckles, make it a little more realistic. I already naturally have some freckles, but not a ton. You can kind of see them on there. And then I will use another brown shade. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush. This is a little big, but I don't have a ton of brushes, so I'll be using like the dark brown from the NYX Contouring Palette. Does it have a name? I think it does. HCP something, but yeah, just different dimensions of freckles. Here's something that I think I need to do, because my lips are pretty pink in real life. I'm gonna like wash them out a little with a tiny bit of concealer, like the tiniest bit. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer, but I'm just gonna wash out my lips a tiny bit with it. I don't wanna look like a ghoul. It's gonna take some of that pinkness away. I don't know if that helped too much. Oh yeah, in real life it looks a little less pink. And then I'm gonna use this. I don't own any nude lipsticks, but I have this Shiseido lipstick in the color Perfect Rouge. It shouldn't be called that because it's not very rouge. This is the closest thing I have to a nude lipstick, I think. So I'm gonna like lay it on. In Sarah's video, she doesn't use any lipstick. And I do have some like liquid lipsticks I could use, but I feel like that's too opaque. I still want like my natural lip color to kind of shine through. And that's the finished look. Do I look like a dude? Kinda. You can still tell I'm a girl, but I might be confusing your sexuality a little bit. Anyway, thanks for watching this makeup experiment. Definitely check out those other two girls' channels because they're very good. Leave a like on this video if you like the video. Leave a comment down below, or if you do a boy beat, definitely show me your version of it. I want to see. And subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye-bye.